Today I have a review for Summer Night by Jim Butcher. I really like this book. I'm not gonna lie. I had enjoyment. I had some problems with it. I was bored a little bit, and we'll talk about it here. Alright, I'm going to give this around a 3.5 stars. We'll round it up to 4. It's a good book. I really like the mystery. This is, to me, the best mystery case since the first one. Again, if you haven't followed my experience with the Dresden Files, I adored the first one. You hear me raving about it. I really loved it. There was such a steep drop-off from the first one to the second one, though. It felt like a really bad knockoff of it, basically. And the third one was decent. It was a little bit better. I would not place it on the first one. This one's also a little bit better than this one. It's climbing up back up there to the first one. I like the mystery involved in this case. I love some of the things, the antics with the summer night and the winter night. And I just think the fantasy going on in this book was really good. That's my positives. I really liked the lore in this book, what they introduced. They really just introduced a lot of new things, where this is not a main integral part of the whole series as a whole, but just this book. It is very nice. I hope to see these come into play. We use a lot of fairies here, and last time we used a lot of vampires. This time it's going to be more heavy on the fairies, and I enjoyed it a lot. Some of the characters that were reappearing, I really did enjoy. Murphy is really one of my favorite characters in the series, and obviously Dresden. This is like a noir book, but in fantasy. I love that twist. I love like how first person it is. It's a very good book in a whole. As a general, I liked all the characters, and I liked the murder mystery aspects of it, and I didn't really predict the twist. And yeah, like the twist really got me, and that's the biggest part of the books last time. If it's predictable, if I am not surprised, it's not going to hit it for me. But this one really did hit off really well with Summer Night. I did not like this cover. Again, I don't like any of the Dresden covers till very later. But it is something that's better than the last one. I like the more color in it. And the title is best named title because it actually has the most to do with the book, in my opinion, of at least of the first 4. And I am glad I read it. Now, but for the bad parts of it, I'm going to have a little bit of bad. And that was, I don't like how he writes fighting scenes. Again, one of my things with first person, you'll hear me complaining about first person every time I'm reviewing one. One of my gripes is the action scenes aren't fun for me. And that did happen here. I love the mystery parts of it, because a mystery crime novel is usually in first person. But also a mystery crime novel doesn't have this wizard fighting. And this has it, and I didn't find it interesting. At the end, I obviously knew what they were doing, and I was interested in what would happen, but the dialogue is not that interesting. That's not that fun for me. I really don't get a kick in how it presents it, the prose of it, basically. Yeah, that was just my personal opinion, and I know a lot of you guys like these fight scenes, but every time there was a battle, which there was a few of them, I liked the action-packed. But just how it's presented in first person, I don't really find it interesting, especially with the way they fight. I find Mistborn have 10 times better fighting, just because of the way they fight, obviously. But he's a magician. I find you can get anyone to write these fight scenes a lot better. But in the mystery crime novel department, it does really well, and it really hits it out of the park with Carrie's character and the other side characters. But as with the other side characters in the main battle, I did not care about. Like the other people that was in the battle, I did not care what happened to them, especially like Lily or something like that. I didn't care that much, even though I did care. I like these characters, but I don't really extremely care what happened to them. And yeah, it still has much better to do. I think, yeah, this has a lot of room to improve. Again, I promised you guys that I would finish it, so I am going to finish it. Obviously, I took a little break there, but I'm going to be back to reading Dresden Files, and next thing I think is Death Masks. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I am going to be reading that next month. I hope I like it. I am very nervous for these next couple Dresden Files until we get into the later books, because that's when people say it's good. That's what doesn't, I don't understand how you can read that many books in a series and wait, but I get that these are all separate stories of the Dresden Files. I know there's a new novella series coming out. I think it's The Law, I'm pretty sure, but I'm very excited to read all of these books by Jim Butcher, because I could tell he's a great author. I can see the quality of his writing in there, even though I have flaws with it. There are some points that I just don't care about, and there are some points I do care about a lot. That's the thing with it. I'm not hooked 24/7, but they do have some really good nuggets of information. Just like the mystery is all great. So overall, yes, I really did like it. It gets a thumbs up for me. A lot better than Full Moon, which was my least favorite in the series. And not as good as Stormfront, which is my favorite in the series. So, Dresden Files fans, tell me how it gets in the comments below. We could talk about it. This is my first book review in a while, but I am announcing that I am going to be starting my read. I announced this a little bit ago. But I'm going to be reading Fellowship of the Ring again. And for the new show, I'm going to be, this is my next read, and I've read this before, but I'm going to have a longer read this time. So that's my little announcement for the next book. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.